Hello business owners, this is Ronel from Financially Fit Life. Now in one of my previous videos, I have demonstrated to you the requirements that your invoices need to have to ensure your invoices are valid invoices for tax purposes. In this video, I am going to show you 3 important things that your invoices need to include to ensure that your cash is flowing into your business much quicker.
The first thing you want to include on your invoice would be a due date. Now this would be specific to your type of business and your payment terms. So this could either be the same date as when you are issuing your invoice. It could be 3 days later. It could be at month end. You could also include words like on receipt, on arrival. It doesn't really matter, but what is important is that you communicate to your client or customer when you expect payment, and also to create a sense of urgency so that you can get your cash into your business much quicker. The second important thing you want to include on your invoice would be your bank details. Quite often I receive invoices where I need to go back to the supplier and ask them for their bank details. Now, the minute somebody needs to come back to you asking for your bank details, you are delaying receiving that payment. So you want to include on every single invoice your bank details, and you want to include your complete bank details. So that would include the account holder name. This would typically be your business name. You want to include the bank that you are banking with. You want to include the type of account, whether it's a check account, a savings account. Very importantly, you want to include your account number, but you also want to include the branch code. I often see invoices where the branch code is not included. Now, please don't assume that all banks will default to the generic branch code for electronic payments, or that your client or customer will know the branch code. So you don't want them to first come back and ask for the branch code, because then you are delaying the payment. So include your complete bank details on every invoice. And then the third thing you want to include would be your terms and conditions, which will include your payment terms. Now remember, if a payment is received late, so that would typically be after the due date that you have indicated, you are allowed to charge a late payment fee or some interest, but it is important that you communicate to the client or the customer that you will be charging a fee or an interest portion for any late payments. So this could be something like a fee of a certain percentage on the account will be charged for any late payments in excess of how many days after the invoice due date. But you also want to include if you do have any cancellation policies. So this could be something like a percentage of the payment or the deposit, or even the full payment will be forfeited if the booking is cancelled 24 hours prior to arrival. This is very important that you communicate these things to the client or the customer, because this will definitely help you to receive your payments on time, and that the client or customer will not delay your payments. So I hope it will help you to apply these 3 very easy things to include on your invoice so that you can get your cash flow into your business much quicker.